The news.
Good morning. It's 5 a.m. I'm Dave Delachase. Gary is off this morning, though meteorologist Hannah Evans is here and joins us now to help you plan your day. Her forecasts are never more than 10 minutes away. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning, Dave. Yes, we have been seeing very hot weather over the past few days. It will remain warm today and will continue to be hot over the weekend. So let's take a look now at the temperatures. We are waking up in the 60s this morning, but we will rise to the upper 80s once again today. Still feeling a little bit muggy outside, but we do look to remain mostly dry. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. But because of the heat and humidity, we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm later on today, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. So make sure you keep an eye out on that. But today, another warm and mostly sunny day with that chance for a pop-up thunderstorm later on in the afternoon and evening hours, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. And over the weekend, it will get very hot again with high temperatures in the low 90s for both Saturday and Sunday. Before today, we will be in the upper 80s. We are going to be seeing mostly sunny skies and a slight breeze outside, and I will have the full weekend forecast coming up. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. The January 6th committee.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are tracking sunny skies for today, but still very warm with temperatures in the upper 80s. Let's take a look now at our Cavity Tower camera. Still dark this morning, but we are going to wake up to sunny skies. Temperatures at this point are in the 60s, but by the time the sun comes up, we will already be in the low 70s. So here's a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking dry conditions for most of today, but because of the heat and humidity, we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm, especially south of the Mohawk Valley later on this afternoon into the evening hours. We are also going to see just a slight breeze today, so hopefully making it feel a little bit better with that heat. As of right now, we are in the 60s. We have 63 degrees in Inlet, 67 degrees in Utica, and 65 degrees in Whitesboro. Looking to the south, we have 59 degrees in Hamilton, Sherburne, and Norwich here this morning. It also is going to feel a little bit better today humidity-wise, but we are still on the verge of seeing a little bit of a muggy condition. Saturday it is going to get a little bit muggy once again, and Sunday and Monday feeling quite humid. After Monday, as we head into the afternoon hours into Tuesday, we really start to get comfortable as that humidity breaks for the start of next week. So if you are planning out your weekend this weekend, it is going to be very hot on both days still. We are still tracking heat through the beginning of next week. Saturday and Sunday, both of our high temperatures are going to be right near 90 or in the low 90s. And sunshine is expected on Saturday, but Sunday we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to very high heat index values once again. Heat index values will be between the mid to upper 90s, and a cold front will move through Sunday afternoon, evening, bringing the possibility of stronger thunderstorms to the region. So we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for that. Because of this heat, definitely still recommend using the air conditioner on high for today through Sunday. Monday is when it starts to get a little bit more comfortable with high temperatures just in the low 80s. Let's look at everything on our Skycast. Today, high temperatures are supposed to be in the upper 80s, and there is the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm or two, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. But otherwise, we are going to see sunshine throughout the day, and that clears out pretty quickly. Tonight, low temperatures fall into the 60s, and as for tomorrow, it gets very, very hot once again. Highs are going to be right near 90. Heading into a Sunday, it gets even warmer. High temperatures will remain near 90 with humid conditions still, and there's the possibility to see a few thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours. As for today, though, we are tracking sunshine, the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm, high temperatures reaching the upper 80s, and tonight low temperatures are going to fall into the 60s, and those skies will remain clear. The heat continues into the weekend, very hot on Saturday and Sunday with highs in the low 90s. Sunday is issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day because of the heat and humidity and the possibility of a few stronger thunderstorms. That lingers a little bit into Monday, but we do cool down for the beginning of next week. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. President Joe Biden, yes.
Welcome back. It is going to be another hot day today, and it is going to be nice throughout the day with sunshine. Highs reaching the upper 80s with just a slight breeze around 5 to 10 miles per hour, and that UV index of 8. So definitely a great day to go to the beach or go boating. But once again, later on this afternoon into the evening hours, there is the possibility for a pop-up thunderstorm south of the Mohawk Valley. It also is going to be a little bit more comfortable today with dew point values just near 60. So 60 degrees is when it starts to feel muggy for that dew point. We will be in the upper 50s, so still in the comfortable category, but may feel just a little bit humid outside. The humidity increases heading into the weekend again. It does get hot this weekend, and it finally will break as we head into Tuesday. So once again, because of this heat and humidity, this kind of brings pop-up thunderstorms. This area in the darker green, so it is going to be south of the Mohawk Valley. That is where our risk for seeing some thunderstorms this afternoon and evening come in, but it is just a level 1 risk, so not really any severe weather is expected at this time. I'll have a look at the commute forecast coming up. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. The U.S. Postal Service is 5:30. I'm Dave Delachase. Gary is off this morning. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joins us now to help you plan out your day. Her forecasts are never more than 10 minutes away. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning, Dave. We are going to continue to see hot weather through today and through the weekend, so really not getting any relief until the beginning of next week. So let's take a look now at the temperatures. We are starting out in the 60s this morning. We will reach the upper 80s today, so another hot one in store. It is going to be a lot less humid, just feeling a little bit sticky outside, and we will remain mostly sunny. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but because of the heat and humidity that has been going on, we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up shower or a storm this afternoon and evening, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. So once again, warm and sunny weather continues for today. High temperatures reaching the upper 80s, but there is that chance for a pop-up thunderstorm later on in the afternoon and evening south of the Mohawk Valley. And continuing into the weekend, it will get very hot once again. High temperatures in the low 90s for both days. But as for today, we are in the upper 80s with sunshine and just a slight breeze outside. And I will have the weekend forecast coming up. Back to you, Dave.
Hannah, now, as she said, don't expect to...
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are tracking sunshine and warmer weather once again for today with high temperatures reaching the upper 80s. Let's take a look now at our Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are starting out clear and sunny this morning. Temperatures as of right now are in the 60s, but once again, we will rise to the high 80s today. And taking a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar, we are tracking dry conditions, but because it has been so hot and humid, we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm, especially south of the Mohawk Valley this afternoon and evening. So make sure you keep an eye out on the sky for this afternoon and evening. But otherwise, we are going to be seeing sunshine throughout the day and just a slight breeze coming out of the west. Temperatures this morning are mostly in the 60s. We have 66 degrees in Utica, 65 degrees in Whitesboro, and 64 degrees in Inlet and Big Moose. Looking to the south, we have 59 degrees in Hamilton and 61 degrees in Norwich this morning. It is going to get hot once again today with high temperatures reaching the upper 80s, but it is going to feel a little bit better humidity-wise. So when dew point values get to 60, that is when it does start to feel a little bit muggy. Our dew point value today will be right near 60, so it will feel just a little bit sticky, but a lot better than the past few days. Dew point will continue to rise as we head into the weekend. It is going to get very, very humid again over the weekend, but then is looking to drop as a cold front moves through, and by Tuesday, we will be feeling much more comfortable. If you are planning out your weekend, I would definitely say Saturday is the better day. It is going to be hot on both days. Highs are going to be near 90, and we are going to be seeing sunshine on Saturday. On Sunday, it is going to be sunny throughout the morning, but then afternoon and evening, there is the possibility for stronger thunderstorms. That is why we issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. There is a cold front moving through, bringing some thunderstorms. It also is going to feel very, very hot on Sunday with heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. So because of these reasons, we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. I would definitely recommend keeping that air conditioning on high for the next few days, but as we head into Monday, you can turn it down a little bit. That is when we finally start to see relief with temperatures dropping into the low 80s for the high starting Monday. Today, though, we will reach the upper 80s. It is looking like it will be sunny throughout the day, but later on this afternoon and evening, we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm, so keep that in mind to keep an eye out on the sky. Tonight, we will be clear with a low in the 60s, getting very hot once again tomorrow. We are going to be seeing partly cloudy skies, possibly a few rounds of thunderstorms. Highs are going to be near 90, and heading into Sunday, we are going to be seeing warmer weather. Once again on Sunday, a few thunderstorms are possible as that cold front moves through. As for today, though, highs are going to reach the upper 80s, just a slight breeze outside with sunshine, the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm this afternoon and evening. Tonight will be clear with a low in the 60s, and it will remain hot through the weekend. Highs in the low 90s for both Saturday and Sunday. A cold front moves through Sunday, bringing a round of stronger thunderstorms. That is why we've issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. They will linger a little bit into Monday, but we will cool down for the beginning of next week. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. A super fun.
Welcome back. It is going to remain hot through the weekend. Highs today are going to be in the upper 80s, and we will be in the low 90s for tomorrow and Sunday. A cold front moves through Sunday, and that will drop us into the low 80s for the beginning of next week. Once again, planning out the weekend, Saturday looks sunny, and Sunday looks like we could be seeing some stronger thunderstorms moving through. It is going to be very, very hot both days, and Sunday is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to high levels of heat index values between mid to upper 90s, and also a band of stronger thunderstorms could be moving through Sunday night. So we are going to keep an eye out on that and update you with any information for Sunday, but we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. I'll have a look at the commute forecast coming up. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. It's a shooting competition. It is 6 a.m. I'm Dave Delachase. Gary is off today. Meteorologist Hannah Evans is here, though, and joins us now to help you plan your day. Her forecasts are never more than 10 minutes away. Hannah, good morning.
Good morning, Dave. We are seeing warm weather once again today. The heat is not looking to break until the end of the weekend, starting Monday, so we will be seeing a hot next couple of days. Let's take a look now at the temperatures. We are in the 60s this morning. We will reach the upper 80s today. It is not going to feel quite as humid as it has felt the past 2 days, but here's a look at the York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. We are seeing dry conditions, and we will be seeing mostly dry conditions with sunshine today, but we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm, especially south of the Mohawk Valley this afternoon. But most of today will be warm and sunny. There is that chance for a pop-up thunderstorm later on in the day south of the Mohawk Valley because of the lingering heat and humidity we have been experiencing. And it is going to get very hot once again over the weekend with highs in the low 90s. As for today, though, we will be seeing sunshine, just a slight breeze, and high temperatures in the upper 80s. And I will have your weekend forecast coming up. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. The January 6th.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are tracking sunshine for most of today, with high temperatures reaching the upper 80s. Let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera. Overlooking the Mohawk Valley, we are seeing clear skies to start this morning. It is a little bit cooler than the past couple of mornings. Temperatures are just in the 60s. On the York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar, we are tracking dry conditions across central New York here this morning, but since it has been so hot and humid, we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm this afternoon and evening, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. Otherwise, we will be seeing sunshine and just a slight breeze coming out of the west today. According to our sky watchers, we are in the 60s this morning. We have 66 degrees in New Hartford and Clinton and 64 degrees in Westdale. Looking to the south, we are just near 60, 62 degrees in Milford and 58 degrees in Edmiston this morning. It also is going to feel a little bit better than the past couple of days due to humidity. Dew point value is near 60. That is when it does start to get a little bit sticky, but our dew point value today will be in upper 50s, so it should feel a little bit better. It does look to get humid again as we head into the weekend, though, and finally looks to drop heading into the beginning of next week as a cold front moves through. Planning out the weekend, it does look like Saturday is the better day with sunshine, dry conditions. Highs are going to be near 90, but still pretty humid. Hot and humid on Sunday with a few thunderstorms rolling through in the afternoon and evening due to a cold front moving through. Because of this, we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for Sunday. These storms could be severe, and we are going to be seeing heat index values close to 100 degrees, so it also is going to feel very, very hot on Sunday. So definitely recommend keeping that air conditioning on high over the next few days up through Sunday. It does start to feel a little bit more comfortable on Monday as that cold front moves through. Our high temperature will be back in just the low 80s rather than near 90. On our skycast today, we are seeing high temperatures in the upper 80s. Once again, cannot rule out the possibility of a passing shower or storm this afternoon and evening just because of how hot and humid it has been. But we will remain clear tonight with a low in the 60s. Now for Saturday, it does look to be mostly sunny throughout the day with highs near 90. But because of the humidity, this model is showing that we could be seeing a passing thunderstorm or two. But otherwise, it is going to be sunny on Saturday. Once again, highs in the low 90s. For Sunday, highs are going to be in the low 90s once again. It is going to be a lot more humid than Saturday, and the cold front moves through Sunday night. That brings a couple rounds of thunderstorms, and that breaks the heat and humidity for the start of next week. As for today, though, it is going to be sunny. A passing shower or storm is possible this afternoon and evening. Breezy conditions with the highs in the upper 80s, and tonight we will remain clear with a low in the 60s. The heat and humidity continue into the weekend. Very warm weather on Saturday and Sunday with highs in the low 90s. Sunday gets a little bit more humid with higher heat index values, and some thunderstorms could be severe, so we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for that. Those thunderstorms linger a little bit into Monday, but ultimately that breaks the heat and humidity for the start of next week. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. President Joe Biden yesterday.
Welcome back. We will be seeing sunshine and warm weather once again today with highs in the upper 80s. So it is a great day to go to the beach or go boating, but there is the chance for a pop-up thunderstorm this afternoon, so keep that in mind, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. We are going to just be seeing a light breeze and UV index at a level of 8. It also is going to feel a little bit more comfortable today in terms of dew point. So when the dew point value reaches 60, that is when it does start to feel muggy. But today we will be in the upper 50s, so still feeling just a little bit sticky. Dew point will rise as we head into the weekend, and then will drop in the beginning of next week as a cold front moves through. So once again today we are at a level 1 risk for seeing some thunderstorms south of the Mohawk Valley, so this darker green color. So keep that in mind. This is for the afternoon and evening, but otherwise we will be seeing sunshine throughout the day. I'll have a look at the commute forecast coming up. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. The U.S. Postal Service at 30 a.m. I'm Dave Delachase. Gary is off this morning, though meteorologist Hannah Evans is here and joins us now to help you plan out your day. Her forecasts are never more than 10 minutes away.
Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. We're talking over each other. We're so happy to talk
Yes.
about this scorching hot weather that's going on.
I know, but at least it is kind of nice to go to the beach or hang out by the pool. Today it is going to be very, very warm once again with sunny skies. So let's take a look now at the temperatures. We are in the 60s this morning, so not as warm as the past couple of mornings, but temperatures are going to reach the upper 80s today, and it is still going to feel a little bit sticky outside. We are dry at this point on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. We will be seeing sunshine today, but since of the heat and humidity, we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm this afternoon and evening. But today is going to be warm and sunny. There is a chance for a pop-up thunderstorm later on in the day, afternoon and evening, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. And over the weekend, we do get very hot again with our high temperatures in the low 90s. So for today, expect sunshine, high temperatures in the upper 80s with just a slight breeze. And I will have your weekend forecast coming up. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. Don't expect to escape the
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are tracking sunshine for most of today with high temperatures reaching the upper 80s, very warm once again. Let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the Mohawk Valley. We are seeing mostly clear skies with sunshine this morning. It is a little bit cooler than the past couple of mornings with our temperatures in the 60s. On the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar, we are tracking dry conditions across central New York this morning, but since it has been so hot and humid, we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm this afternoon and evening, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. But otherwise, we will remain mostly dry with sunshine and just a slight breeze, so hopefully giving some relief to the heat today. According to our sky watchers, we are in the 60s this morning. We have 63 degrees in Old Forge and Verona Beach and 64 degrees in Westdale. Looking to the south, we have 62 degrees in Milford and 59 degrees in Lawrence and in Morris this morning. It also is going to feel a little bit better in terms of humidity. So it starts to get humid when that dew point value reaches 60. Today we will be in the upper 50s for dew point values, so it is going to feel a little bit sticky outside, but not as humid as the past 2 days. Humidity climbs up again into the weekend and then drops in the beginning of next week as a cold front moves through. The relief looks to come at the beginning of next week. But over the weekend, very, very hot. High temperatures are going to be in the low 90s. And sunshine is expected on Saturday, but on Sunday we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to a cold front moving through in the evening. That is possibly going to bring some stronger thunderstorms that could be severe at times. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for that. It also is going to be very hot on Sunday with heat index values near 100. So keep that in mind. Sunday is going to be very hot with those thunderstorms moving through in the evening. Definitely recommend keeping that air conditioning on high through Sunday, but then it cools down a little bit on Monday. High temperatures will be back in the low 80s, so we'll feel a little bit better next week. On our Skycast for today, we are expecting high temperatures reaching the upper 80s, and we cannot rule out the possibility of a passing shower or thunderstorm this afternoon, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. We remain clear overnight tonight with overnight lows falling into the 60s, and tomorrow it looks mostly sunny throughout the day, but because of the heat and humidity, this model is showing that we could be seeing a passing thunderstorm, but otherwise it is going to be dry and sunny on Saturday, just very, very hot with highs in the low 90s. And on Sunday, it is going to be hot once again, highs in the low 90s. There is a cold front moving through Sunday night, bringing in some thunderstorms. As for today, though, we are expecting sunshine, just a slight breeze. Pop-up thunderstorm is possible this afternoon with high temperatures reaching the upper 80s. And tonight, we will be clear with a low falling into the 60s. Once again, the heat and humidity continues through the weekend. Very hot on both Saturday and Sunday. Sunday has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to very high heat index values and the possibility of seeing some severe thunderstorms. Those thunderstorms linger a little bit into Monday, but that breaks the heat and humidity for next week. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. A super fun,
Welcome back. It is going to be hot once again today with highs in the upper 80s, and we will be in the low 90s for the weekend. But after Sunday, a cold front will move through, and that will break the heat. We will just be in the low 80s for the beginning of next week. Planning out your weekend, Saturday looks dry with sunshine, but both days are going to be very hot with highs in the low 90s. On Sunday, we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Thunderstorms are possible in the evening. It also is going to be a little bit warmer in terms of heat index values. So there is an alert day on Sunday. Very high levels of heat index values. They're going to be near 100 degrees for the feels like temperature. There's a cold front moving through Sunday evening, bringing some stronger thunderstorms. So this is why we've issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. I'll have a look at the day planner coming up. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. It's a shooting count of 7 a.m. I'm Dave Delachase in for Gary, who's off today. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joins us now to help you plan out your day. Her forecasts are never more than 10 minutes away. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning, Dave. It is going to be another hot day today, and we are tracking mostly sunny skies, so it should be pretty nice outside. So let's take a look now. If you are heading out the door this morning, we are seeing sunshine. Temperatures are right near 70, and in the afternoon, we are going to be in the upper 80s. It will be mostly sunny, but there is the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm, especially south of the Mohawk Valley, just because of how hot and humid it has been. So keep that in mind for this afternoon and evening. The high temperatures are going to reach the upper 80s with a slight breeze. Overnight lows tonight fall into the 60s with clear skies. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. The January 6th committee.
Welcome back. We are measuring 67 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome, so not as warm as it has been the past 2 mornings, but still is going to get warm today with highs in the upper 80s. Looking ahead to the weekend, it is going to be very hot. We are looking at highs near 90 for both days. Sunday has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day because we are going to be seeing heat index values near 100, and there is going to be some thunderstorms moving through due to a cold front Sunday evening that may become strong at times. We have issued an alert day for that. But as for today, highs are going to be in the upper 80s. We will be seeing sunshine, but there is the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm this afternoon, especially south of the Mohawk Valley, just because of how hot and humid it has been. And tonight, a low in the 60s. It will remain mostly clear. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. President Joe Biden.
Welcome back. We are tracking heat once again for today with high temperatures reaching the upper 80s. But let's take a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking dry conditions, and it is going to be sunny throughout today across central New York. Once again, high temperatures reaching the upper 80s. So warm and sunny temperatures are expected for today, but obviously there is the chance for a pop-up thunderstorm later on in the afternoon, especially for south of the Mohawk Valley, just with how hot and humid it has been. So keep an eye out on the sky for this afternoon. And over the weekend, we are going to get even warmer once again with highs in the low 90s. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for Sunday. We are going to be seeing very high heat index values, close to 100 degrees for the feels-like temperatures. And there are going to be some strong storms possible Sunday night as a cold front moves through. But the good thing about this is that once those thunderstorms and that cold front moves through, that will kind of break the heat and humidity for the start of next week. So for today, expect some sunshine, the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm later on, highs reaching the upper 80s, and I will have the full weekend forecast coming up. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. Santa is coming to town.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are tracking mostly sunny skies for today with high temperatures reaching the upper 80s. Let's take a look now at our Cavity Tower camera. We are starting out with clear, sunny skies to start, and it is a little bit cooler than past couple of mornings. Our temperatures are in the 60s. On the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar, we are tracking dry conditions across central New York for this morning and for most of today, but there is the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm in this afternoon, especially south of the Mohawk Valley, just due to how hot and humid it has been. But otherwise, we will remain mostly dry with sunshine and just a slight breeze coming out of the west. According to our sky watchers, we are in the 60s this morning. We have 66 degrees in New Hartford and Clinton and 64 degrees in Westdale. Looking to the south, we have 62 degrees in Milford and 58 degrees in Evanston this morning. It also is going to feel a little bit better than the past couple of days in terms of humidity. It usually starts to feel muggy when dew point values reach 60 degrees, but today we are ranging at 58 degrees, so still on the verge of being a little bit muggy, but it is just going to feel a little sticky outside. The humidity increases into the weekend and then decreases as a cold front moves through next week. Next week, the heat and humidity look to break. According to the weekend, though, it is going to be very, very hot. We are looking at 90 degrees on both days. Sunshine tomorrow, but some thunderstorms are possible Sunday evening. Because of this, we've issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day because they are going to be a little bit stronger in nature, and heat index values on Sunday are going to be close to 100. So it is going to be a very, very hot day on Sunday with those stronger thunderstorms moving throughout the evening. So I would definitely recommend leaving that air conditioner on high through Sunday. Once those thunderstorms move through Sunday night, that will break the heat and humidity for the start of next week. On our Skycast this afternoon, we are looking at high temperatures reaching the upper 80s. A passing shower or storm is possible this afternoon. We are clear overnight with a low in the 60s. And heading into tomorrow, it looks mostly sunny throughout the day on all the other models, but this model is showing a few thunderstorms, probably because of how humid it's going to be. But it does look mostly dry, mostly sunny with highs in the low 90s. Heading into Sunday, though, that's where things get a little bit iffy. We've issued an alert day because of how hot it is going to be. We're also seeing a stronger band of thunderstorms to move through Sunday night. As for today, though, we are looking at sunshine. A pop-up thunderstorm is possible this afternoon. Highs reaching the upper 80s, and tonight we drop into the 60s with clear skies. The heat continues for the weekend, very hot on both Saturday and Sunday. Storm Tracker 2 alert day on Sunday due to the heat and a few thunderstorms, but that will break the heat and humidity for the start of next week.
Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans in the Weather Center. Hannah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Steve. We are still tracking very warm weather, and it is going to get even a little bit warmer as we head into the weekend. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, there's nothing on the radar. We are seeing sunshine and dry conditions, but we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm, especially south of the Mohawk Valley, as we head into the afternoon because it is still very warm and humid. We are measuring 79 degrees degrees at the Grievous Park Airport in Rome. It does feel a little bit warmer because that dew point value is at 66 degrees, which means it is a little bit humid outside, but there is just a little bit of a breeze making it feel a little better. So warm and sunny weather is expected today, but we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm this afternoon south of the Mohawk Valley. And for the weekend, it gets even hotter. Temperatures are going to be in the 90s once again. But for today, we are expecting sunshine, highs in the upper 80s, a slight breeze, and I will have the full weekend forecast coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks.
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We are tracking sunshine this afternoon, but it is still warm and muggy outside with the high temperatures today expecting to reach the upper 80s. Let's take a look now at our Cooperstown camera. We are seeing partly cloudy skies here this afternoon. It is going to be a hot day again, once again today, with high temperatures reaching the upper 80s. On the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, at this point we are tracking dry conditions across our viewing area. We are expecting to still see mostly dry conditions throughout the day, but because of the heat and humidity, we cannot rule out the possibility of a pop-up thunderstorm this afternoon in areas south of the Mohawk Valley. So south of the Mohawk Valley, definitely keep an eye out on the sky this afternoon. We could be seeing a pop-up thunderstorm or two. According to our sky watchers, we are all right near 80 in the mid-80s here at noon, 84 degrees in Mohawk, 80 degrees in Cooperstown, and 83 degrees in Otsego. Once again, the high temperature today looks to reach the upper 80s and still is a bit sticky outside with dew point values in the 60s. Looking ahead to the weekend, it is going to get very hot once again. We are going to be seeing high temperatures in the low 90s for both Saturday and Sunday. A cold front moves through on Sunday. That will break the heat and humidity for the start of next week. Not too cool, but it will be a lot cooler than 90s. We will be in the low 80s for the high temperature for Monday and Tuesday. So if you have your air conditioning on, definitely still recommend with the high setting through Sunday. Once we hit Monday, our temperature will lower a little bit into the low 80s. Definitely turn out the air at that time, but we are still seeing muggy and hot conditions. Once again, the weekend highs are going to be in the low 90s for the Mohawk Valley. Sunshine is expected on Saturday along with dry conditions, but on Sunday it is possible to see a few thunderstorms rolling through as that cold front moves through Sunday night. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for Sunday because it is going to be very hot with heat index values near 100, and those thunderstorms moving through Sunday night could potentially be severe. So we will keep an eye out on that and have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for that. Through this afternoon, high temperatures will reach the upper 80s. Once again, cannot rule out the possibility of a passing storm, especially south of the Mohawk Valley throughout the afternoon. But tonight we will be clear with the low falling into the 60s. Tomorrow looks mostly sunny and dry. There is a possibility of a passing shower or thunderstorm, but it does look mostly dry just because of the humidity. This is possible. Highs reaching the low 90s. And heading into Sunday, highs will reach the low 90s once again, but feel a lot warmer because of that humidity. And a cold front move through Sunday night, bringing in some storms. As for today, though, highs are in the upper 80s, very warm, a little bit of a breeze outside. A pop-up thunderstorm is possible south of the Mohawk Valley. Tonight, we have a low in the 60s. It will be mostly clear overnight. The heat and humidity continue into the weekend, 90s for both Saturday and Sunday. Sunday has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to very high heat index values and thunderstorms that could become severe. But once those thunderstorms move through, they do linger a little bit into Monday, but that breaks the heat and humidity for the beginning of next week. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. 200 forecast in this half hour. Once again, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans in the Weather Center. Hannah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Steve. We are still tracking very warm weather for today and very hot weather over the weekend, with highs today reaching the upper 80s. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, we are seeing mostly dry conditions, but once again, a pop-up shower or thunderstorm is definitely possible south of the Mohawk Valley this afternoon because it is still warm and humid. Our temperature is being measured at 79 degrees at the Grievous Park Airport in Rome. It does feel a little bit warmer, though, because dew point value is at 66, so feeling a little bit muggy outside with just a slight breeze. Warm and sunny weather continues today, but once again, a chance for a pop-up shower or storm definitely possible here this afternoon. We do get a lot hotter heading into the weekend. Highs are going to be in the 90s for tomorrow and for Sunday. But as for today, we will reach the upper 80s, seeing partly cloudy skies and just a slight breeze, and I will have the full weekend forecast coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks.
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We are tracking partly cloudy skies this afternoon, and our temperatures are expecting to reach the upper 80s. Let's take a look now at our Cooperstown camera. Once again, partly cloudy skies, another warm day in central New York. And it is going to get even hotter heading into the weekend. On the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, at this point, we're still tracking mostly dry conditions, but once again, a pop-up shower or thunderstorm is possible south of the Mohawk Valley this afternoon. Otherwise, we will continue to see sunshine and dry conditions with just a slight breeze outside. But these are happening because it just has been so warm and humid. It is fueling for a few pop-up thunderstorms or showers. So if you do live south of the Mohawk Valley, keep an eye out on the sky for this afternoon. As of right now, we are just around 80 degrees, mid-80s for the temperature. We have 84 degrees in Mohawk, 78 degrees in Old Forge, and 85 degrees in Clinton. Our high temperature today is going to reach the upper 80s with dew point values in the mid-60s, so it is feeling a little bit muggy outside, and it is going to get even hotter over the next few days. High temperatures are expecting to reach 90 for Saturday and Sunday. A cold front will move through Sunday night, and that will break the heat and humidity for the start of next week. We will not drop too much. We will be in the low 80s, but a big difference to them being in the low 90s to the low 80s. Also, the humidity is expecting to drop as well. So if you do have your air on, definitely recommend keeping the high setting on through Sunday. It is going to get very hot tomorrow and Sunday. On Monday, that heat and that humidity breaks, so we'll feel a lot better. Moderate setting is fine for the beginning and middle of next week. Planning your weekend, definitely say Saturday is a better day. It looks mostly sunny and mostly dry. High temperatures are going to reach the low 90s. Still a bit muggy outside. And on Sunday, it is going to be hot with highs in the low 90s. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to heat index values being near 100 degrees. And there is going to be a cold front moving through Sunday evening. That is going to bring thunderstorms that could become severe at times. So we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for that. As for this afternoon, we will reach the upper 80s. A passing shower or storm is possible south of the Mohawk Valley, but we do remain clear overnight with a low in the 60s. Tomorrow, it looks mostly dry and mostly sunny. This skycast is just showing a few pop-up thunderstorms because of how hot and humid it is going to be, but it does look to remain mostly dry tomorrow with sunshine, highs in the low 90s. On Sunday, we will see highs in the low 90s. It is going to be very hot once again, and a few thunderstorms are possible Sunday evening, and they could become severe at times because of that cold front. But as for today, highs are going to reach the upper 80s, just a slight breeze outside. A pop-up thunderstorm is possible south of the Mohawk Valley. Tonight, we will remain clear with a low in the 60s. The warm weather continues once again for Saturday and Sunday. Highs in the low 90s with that Storm Tracker 2 alert day on Sunday due to the heat and possibly some severe thunderstorms. Thunderstorms lingering a little bit into Monday, but that cold front breaks the heat and humidity for next week.
Like for the big weekend, let's go to the Weather Center and meteorologist Eric Gage. Eric?
Yes, looking ahead towards this weekend, very warm, hot, and humid heading into the weekend. So if you're going outside, going to the Baseball Hall of Fame, make sure you wear some sunscreen, at least for Saturday. Some more clouds are possible on Sunday. But here's a live look on what to expect for tonight. Here's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Across our area, we are mainly dry. We are still keeping an eye on this storm right here. It is weakly rotating. There is no warning for this right now. However, it is rotating, producing wind gusts around 40 miles per hour. And the current track of this is out moving towards the east right now. We'll keep you up to date either in this broadcast or as well on our Facebook page, WKTV Weather, for any newer information on that storm. Now, current temperature right now, 85 degrees in Utica region. It is currently storming in Ithaca. That's a storm that we are seeing on the radar. Feels like 85, dew point in the low 60s, so definitely some noticeable humidity in the air this evening. Partly cloudy this evening. A few isolated storms are possible, as the one I just mentioned. Heat and humidity do continue into the weekend, highs reaching the 90s, and a slight relief from the heat is in sight as we head into Monday. For this evening, temperatures in the 70s and 80s. A few isolated storms are possible as we head into the southern valleys. Look at your full forecast with full weekend forecast as well coming up. Back over to you, Steve.
All right, Eric, thanks. Vienna.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening and welcome back. The heat and humidity are not looking to be leaving anytime soon, especially for Saturday and Sunday. We do get a relief heading into Monday as a cold front moves through late Sunday night, early to Monday, but those temperatures over the weekend will be reaching the 90s. A very warm weekend ahead of us. Here's a live look at our Cooperstown camera overlooking the main street of Cooperstown. Still pretty busy right now. The Baseball Hall of Fame weekend is currently underway. Live look at the York Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We're keeping an eye on this storm out towards the southwest right now. Now, the good news is the rotation is weakening and it's starting to move out further towards the north, not heading towards the southern valleys at this point. We'll keep you up to date with any information on the storm, but the good news is, once again, is that it is weakening. Now, as you can see, a lot of those scattered showers and storms to the south. We had a few isolated showers pop up in the southern valleys. Overall, we are remaining mostly dry this evening. Temperatures across the area: 87 in Middleville, 84 in Mohawk, 82 in Schuyler, 84 degrees in New Hartford with 86. In Clinton, Southern Valleys, temperatures in the 80s as well, 82 in Hartwick, 85 in Emerson with 87 degrees over in Eaton. The bigger picture, once again, all those scattered storms out made to the south, all the stronger storms as well are to the south. If you're looking in the North Country in Mohawk Valley, we are remaining mostly dry this evening. Now, as I look at the convective outlook, this basically determines how strong storms can get. We are a level 1 out of 5 for areas in the Otsego County area and south, as well as southern Herkimer County and southern Oneida County. However, most of us, once again, will remain dry this evening. Looking at in our skycast tonight, we are cooling down into the 60s. A mild night tonight. Patchy clouds, especially in higher elevations, are possible early morning tomorrow. We quickly warm up into the 80s and in 90s as we head into tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. A passing shower is possible as we head into later on that evening. Sunday morning, cooling down once again only into the 60s with clear skies across the area, and the humidity returns again, warming up into the 90s with a passing shower possible. Once again, still a partly cloudy day for Sunday. Now, look ahead towards Monday. This is what we're keeping an eye out for here. This could be some stronger storms. Now, it all depends on the timing, how strong the stationary front is out towards the east. If we do get stronger storms, we'll keep you updated throughout the weekend and what to expect for weather as we head into Sunday night and early Monday. Take a look at the heat indices. This basically determines how hot it feels. When you add humidity into the air, it will feel like the 90s for Saturday. Looking ahead towards Sunday, this is why we have a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Heat indices could be reaching the mid-90s. We'll keep you up to date on any information involving the storms as well as the heat indices. That's how we made Storm Tracker 2 alert day for Sunday. Tonight, cooling down to the 60s, partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, most sunny skies and isolated showers are possible. Highs in the 90s. Our 7-day forecast: after Sunday, we do get a bit of relief in the heat, only cooling down into the 80s. High of 79 on Tuesday and high of 84 with dry conditions as we head into Wednesday. Be right back.
Has the night off. The brutal heat wave has turned deadly with tens of millions of Americans still facing dangerous temperatures into the weekend. Jesse Kirsch has our top story tonight.
Tonight, millions of Americans kicking off the hottest weekend this year.
I'm like drenched in sweat 24/7.
75 million under heat alerts today. Phoenix hitting 114, Dallas 101, and Philadelphia reaching 96, but feeling like 106 this weekend with humidity.
Isn't it too hot to be running the Rocky Steps?
The heat is rocky.
Out west, torturous temps could exacerbate Lake Mead's drought. Stunning new NASA images show more than 2 decades of shriveling. Extreme heat threatening an estimated 40 million people's water supply. Meanwhile, back east, Amtrak warning it's so hot, some trains need to slow down.
Heat is a silent killer.
This massive heat wave now also turning deadly. Officials reporting heat-related deaths in Texas and Pennsylvania, both victims older with underlying conditions.
What kinds of things can be exacerbated by the heat?
The largest category is going to be patients who have cardiovascular disease. They have underlying lung disease, asthma, COPD.
Heat kills an estimated 1,300 people every year in the U.S., more than any other weather event.
When heat stroke becomes severe, you may become confused, maybe some slurred speech, difficulty walking. Obviously, increased thirst is going to be a sign.
With the elderly and those experiencing homelessness especially vulnerable, groups wasting no time.
Someone literally just said to me, this bottle of water saved my life today.
Heading into a weekend of more record highs, some are stuck toughing it out at work, while others splash around. But no matter what you're doing, in much of the country, there's no cool down in sight.
And let's get you over to meteorologist Eric Gage. We're expecting a hot one tomorrow. Good evening, Eric.
Good evening, Sayra. Yes, that's right. We're expecting hot temperatures both for tomorrow as well as Sunday, with lows in the 60s and 70s and highs reaching the 90s. So a very warm weekend ahead. The most important story, though, so far this evening, we're keeping an eye on some storms at the News Channel 2 at 6 earlier on. And those storms ended up curving up closer to the Mohawk Valley, causing some stronger storms just south of Utica. Actually created some hail in some areas, as well as some damaging wind gusts, especially out towards Madison County. However, the storms are out to the east now, and we are severe weather clear for the time being. Now, looking at our current conditions right now, it is 73 degrees in the Utica-Rome region. It is clear skies across the board. Dew point in the 60s, so still feeling a little bit on the muggy side across the area. And weather headlines, partly cloudy tonight. Heat and humidity continue into tomorrow as well as Sunday, so a very warm, very hot weekend ahead of us. And a slight relief from the heat is in sight as we head into Monday. For tonight, cooling down into the 60s of your full weekend forecast, including what to expect for temperatures as well as the heat index coming up. Back over to you, Sayra.
Thank you, Eric. New tonight, former Donald Trump advisor Steve Bannon.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening and welcome back. Here's a live look at our Cavity Tower camera. Things are looking pretty calm in the Mohawk Valley now. There were some storms that moved through, specifically south of Utica earlier on this evening. Here's a live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A lot of those stronger storms are out to the east now. They did roll through the southern part of Oneida County, especially some parts further down to the south. They did produce some gusty winds as well as some hail, even some wind damage, mainly in Madison County. However, there were no reports of wind damage in Oneida County, so far the storm did eventually weaken as it moved over Utica. Still some pretty picturesque pictures of the storm as we saw earlier on, mainly due to the sunlight, a lot of sunshine with this storm as well. So around the clock tomorrow, we're going to be warming up into the 90s. It was on the warm side today, but we're warming up into the 80s by noon, 90 degrees and 91 by 3 and 4 o'clock. Wind speed brings some relief to the heat and humidity tomorrow, but overall looking ahead towards a very warm day, mainly due to humidity as well. It will feel like the lower to mid 90s tomorrow. So definitely want to stay hydrated, especially with a lot of sunshine moving across our area tomorrow. Looking ahead on our weather grades, sunshine across the board. There is a possibility of a few scattered pop-up showers and storms in our forecast as a weak front moves to the area. Basically explaining that right here. So the radar and satellite, so all of the stronger storms for most part of our area were down to the south, down towards Pennsylvania, and one stronger storm that ended up turning and moving over closer to Utica, but thankfully it did miss a lot of the larger population. However, some areas did see some hail. Now the bigger picture, there is a warm front moving through the area. This is causing a few pop-up showers and storms. However, the bigger picture, even bigger picture, is basically there's multiple cold fronts, and the first two are weak. But the third one is going to be on the strong side. Now, this is moving very slow due to a stationary front that is just keeping itself right off the coast of the Atlantic Ocean right now. What this can be doing is be slowing down our weather for the next couple of days, bringing some sunshine as well as a few isolated showers and storms in our forecast. So for tonight, cooling down into the 60s and warm back up into the 70s, 80s, and eventually 90s tomorrow. A very warm day ahead of us tomorrow. Isolated showers as well in the forecast, but mostly sunny skies are in the forecast for tomorrow. Now, Sunday morning, warming up into the 60s, 70s, 80s, and then eventually 90s once again, with another weak cold front bringing some isolated showers and storms possible. The bigger picture is a strong front. I just showed you a couple of seconds ago. This is the front we're keeping an eye out for right now. This could produce some stronger wind gusts as well, but as long as it moves through later on in the night, we could be seeing a lot less strength of those winds as it moves to the area. Tonight, going down to the 60s, partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, a warm one, high of 91, mostly sunny. Isolated showers and storms are possible. A bit on the breezy side as well. Our 7-day forecast, a hot weekend ahead of us. The heat humidity break as we head into Monday. Highs only in the 80s. Picture that, highs in the 80s. Only head towards Tuesday, highs in the upper 70s with dry conditions for Tuesday and Wednesday. Sayra?
Coming up next, a major diplomat. Thank you for joining us. Jason has the night off. The brutal heat wave has turned deadly with tens of millions of Americans still facing dangerous temperatures into the weekend. Jesse Kirch has our top story tonight.
Tonight, millions of Americans kicking off the hottest weekend this year.
I'm like drenched in sweat 24/7.
75 million under heat alerts today. Phoenix hitting 114, Dallas 101, and Philadelphia reaching 96, but feeling like 106 this weekend with humidity.
Isn't it too hot to be running the Rocky Steps?
The heat is Rocky.
Out west, torturous temps could exacerbate Lake Mead's drought. Stunning new NASA images show more than 2 decades of shriveling, extreme heat threatening an estimated 40 million people's water supply. Meanwhile, back east, Amtrak warning it's so hot, some trains need to slow down.
Heat is a silent killer.
This massive heat wave now also turning deadly. Officials reporting heat-related deaths in Texas and Pennsylvania, both victims older with underlying conditions.
What kinds of things can be exacerbated by the heat?
The largest category is going to be patients who have cardiovascular disease. They have underlying lung disease, asthma, COPD.
Heat kills an estimated 1,300 people every year in the U.S., more than any other weather event.
When heat stroke becomes severe, you may become confused, maybe some slurred speech, difficulty walking. Obviously, increased thirst is going to be a sign.
With the elderly and those experiencing homelessness especially vulnerable, groups wasting no time.
Someone literally just said to me, this bottle of water saved my life today.
Heading into a weekend of more record highs, some are stuck toughing it out at work, while others splash around. But no matter what you're doing, in much of the country, there's no cool down in sight.
A hot one for you tomorrow. Let's get you over to meteorologist Eric Gage. Good evening, Eric.
Good evening, Sarah. Yes, it's right. We'll be looking ahead towards very warm temperatures for tomorrow as well as Sunday. We have a storm temperature alert day for Sunday. We want to bring up what we saw earlier on this evening. Here's a look at a storm cloud sent in from Darrell. If you look in the bottom, these really rare mammatus clouds that form when air in a storm cloud is in a sinking environment. It causes some of these clouds to start sinking, producing these little bubbles of clouds underneath the actual storm cloud itself. So it's pretty cool. Some of our area did see some stronger storms. There actually reported some hail as well as some damaging winds out towards Madison County. Over a lot of our area still saw not a lot of reports for hail or damaging winds. A lot of it on radar. All the storms are out towards the east now. We are currently severe weather clear for tonight. Temperatures in the 70s, 71 degrees in the Utica-Rome region with clear skies. Dew point is in the 60s, so it's feeling like a very humid night tonight. Partly cloudy tonight. Heat and humidity continue tomorrow. There also is a chance of an isolated storm or two moving through the area as well. And a slight relief from the heat is in store as we head into Monday as a cold front finally breaks the heat. Tonight, though, we're cooling down into the 60s, and we're tracking next chance of showers as we head into Saturday as well as Sunday. Also, that heat coming up. Back over to you, Syra.
Thank you, Eric. New tonight, former Donald Trump advisor Steve Bannon was found guilty.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening. Happy Friday. The biggest story we're talking about so far this weekend is going to be the heat. Here's a look at the heat index or the heat indices that are going to be for Saturday and Sunday. This is why we're with the heat as well as the humidity, temperatures will be rising up into the low 90s. What temperatures will feel like, that's what the heat index is. Low 90s for Saturday and mid 90s for Sunday. It's why Sunday is a storm tracker 2 alert day. On top of the heat, there could be some stronger storms arriving later on Sunday evening. More on that coming up in just a second. Live look at our Cavity Tower Cam. Things looking pretty much dry over the area for the time being right now. Some areas saw some storms blow through as we take a look at Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All those storms that caused some hail as well as some damaging winds out in Madison County and then some hail in the southern part of Oneida County. That is now out to the east, out of our area. We are severe weather clear for tonight. Around the clock tomorrow, we quickly warm up into the 70s, 80s, and eventually 90s by 3 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. A very warm day tomorrow. Wind speed bringing some relief to that heat with wind gusts between 15 to 20 miles per hour and sustained winds between 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now, we'll feel a bit warmer in the lower to mid 90s for tomorrow, mainly due to that humidity. It will feel like the mid 90s primarily in the evening hours. And weather grades, most of some of these skies, some of our area could see an isolated shower or storm as a weak cold front arrives from the west. Now, there's a lot of pretty complicated system going on as we head into the next couple of days. Starting out with overall, like what happened today, there's a warm front, basically disturbance that caused some lifting and some isolated storms that moved over our area. Now, as this low pressure, it's a very weak low pressure as it moves over out to the east. There is a much stronger low pressure that is up to the north, causing a lot of rotation up towards Canada area. Now, there are 3 cold fronts arriving from this low pressure. And the first 2 are going to be weak. They could be causing some isolated storms over for Saturday as well. This is for Saturday. This is for Sunday. And this is for Sunday night. This will be producing some stronger storms. And this all has to do with how long the stationary front out towards the southeast over the Atlantic Ocean remains in the area. This will be slowing the storms. If this remains in our area longer, we're seeing a lot less storms and a lot more heat. If this weakens and moves out of the area, we're looking at much more stronger storms and much less heat for Sunday. Looking at our skycast for the next couple of days, starting out tonight, we're cooling down into the 60s. A very mild night tonight with, once again, very humid conditions. Patchy low-level clouds are possible, especially in higher elevations early morning tomorrow. They will quickly move away as those temperatures warm up quickly into the 80s and 90s for tomorrow. As you can see here, a few isolated showers and storms are possible midday before we cool back down into the 60s. Humidity has not broken yet. Heading into Sunday afternoon, warming up into the 80s and 90s again. This is the front we're going to be keeping an eye out for heading into Sunday evening. Not this, but this right here. This is some stronger storms that could be possible as a stationary front to the further south keeps these storms further up towards the north. However, if this is strong enough, these could be pulling down, creating some much stronger storms. We will keep you updated throughout the weekend on what to expect for today. This is why, or expect for Monday. This is why it is a storm tracker alert day for Sunday night and into Monday. Tonight, going down to the 60s, probably cloudy skies. Tomorrow, a very warm one, highs in the 90s, most sunny skies, isolated showers and storms are possible in the mid-afternoon to later on in the evening. Our 7-day forecast looking ahead, 90s for Saturday and Sunday. We cool down into the 80s for Monday and 70s as we look ahead towards Tuesday.
Coming up next, a major